Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, so current heavyweight champion who holds the WBA, the WBO, and the IBF, Alexander Usyk, said in an interview with Fight Hype. So, hey, we want to give people their credit. You know, he said in an interview with Fight Hype, he said that he would go back down to cruiserweight for a fight with Canelo, and then he would go back up to heavyweight. You know, when he was asked about Canelo, because Canelo is saying he's gonna try his hand at cruiserweight, and he's gonna fight basically. Well, he was trying to fight somebody basically that nobody ever heard of, and basically, from what I heard, the fight fell through. So Canelo may have a vested interest in this fight coming up this Friday between Arthur Beterbiev and Sir Marcus Brown, because there's also a rumor that Canelo is going to revisit light heavyweight and see can he go for undisputed at light heavyweight. Now, with that being said, let's talk about a potential fight between Alexander Usyk and Canelo Alvarez. Let me tell you something. Canelo Alvarez is not a fool. Canelo Alvarez would get his ass beat from pillar to post by Alexander Usyk. If he struggled against Sergey Kovalov's jab, just imagine what would Alexander Usyk do to him. And if you Canelo fans think he got a chance against Alexander Usyk, just you are delusional. You are full of shit, and you're just fucking lying. You're in denial if you think Canelo got any type of chance versus Usyk. Canelo would get the living shit beat out of him. That fight ain't even going 6 rounds before Canelo either quits on the stool or Canelo gets knocked out. Usyk is too skillful and too big for Canelo. It don't matter how much mystery meat Canelo eats or what Canelo tries to put in the contract, because we know Canelo would try to weight drain him and try to control the weight, you know, so he can have some kind of event, and it still wouldn't help him. Like I said, Usyk is just too skillful for Canelo. You seen what he did to Anthony Joshua, a dude that was way bigger than him. So imagine what he would do to Canelo. So you delusional Canelo fans can ask for that fight, and you see how that turned out for him. So I'm telling you, Canelo would get badly beat the fuck up in that fight, and take it however you want. You can come on here talking crazy, but don't talk too crazy, because I promise I will talk crazy back, and you won't like what I have to say in response. So let's not be ridiculous and think that Canelo could beat Usyk in an actual fight. A fight that's on the up and up. He has no chance against him. Look, at the end of the day, we already know Canelo, when it comes to these opponents, it got to be the right guy. Because let's just keep in mind, let's just state some facts about Canelo. Has Canelo ever really fought the best guy in any weight class that he's been in? You can make an argument he hasn't. And how many top 10 pound for pound fighters have Canelo fought as of recently? Just keeping it 100. I mean, Sergey Kovalov was a former pound for pound. Sergey Kovalov was arguably the best fighter in the world at one time, until Andre Ward got a hold of him. Now, keep in mind, by the time Canelo got a hold of him, Sergey Kovalov had already been knocked out twice. Okay. He had already been stopped by Andre Ward, and then he had got stopped by the other Alvarez. You know, so let's not play these games. Canelo always looks for a certain type of guy, the right guy. Like I said, this dude that he was going to pick at Cruiserweight was the right guy, wasn't the best guy. Okay, so let's not do this. Let's not do this. Would Canelo had considered moving up to cruiserweight if Usyk was still a cruiserweight? You never heard Canelo even remotely bring up cruiserweight when Usyk was still at cruiserweight. He feels like the division isn't that good, so he feels like he can make a move. If he goes back up to light heavyweight, it's because he think Arthur Beterbiev is old and too slow for him, and he feels like he would have a chance against him. And we all know that Canelo would put stipulation after stipulation in the contract. You know, keep in mind, Canelo tries to look for every advantage that he can. So for real, let's not play these games, man. But I just wanted to put that out there because that's just fact about Canelo. Canelo hasn't fought very many, pound for pound fighters. If he did fight them, they were former. They were past their prime. He's never, to me, with the exception of an overrated Triple G, fought a dude that was, I guess you could say, at their best. And it was a question about how good Triple G really was, because if you look at Triple G's resume, Triple G wasn't fighting the best guy available to him. So, at the end of the day, I could play spin all day. But I'm just telling you, don't be ridiculous, Canelo fans, and think that he has a chance against Usyk. That would end very bad for him. I don't think Canelo getting out of the 6th round. Usyk would beat Canelo down. It wouldn't even, to be honest with you, it wouldn't even be a competitive fight. And I know y'all saying all kind of shit about me, behind your computer screens, but that's cool because I'm right. And you can say I'm a hater. I ain't no hater. I'm a realist. And like I said before, don't be ridiculous. But anyway, just wanted to put that out there. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.